everybody, and welcome back. I'm Joel. This is FSN week number 5. So, this week, instead of bringing up last week's scores, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the standings just to make it easier to break everything down as we get deeper into the season. But before I do that, I would like to point out an interesting stat that I noticed while preparing for this week's show. Between our two leagues, there was 12 losing teams, and not a single one of those losing teams could have changed the outcome of their game by putting in a better roster. Leading us to an obvious conclusion. Fantasy Shit Talking Network. This show is improving the quality of our leagues. Owners are afraid to end up in one of my segments, therefore they study harder and they make better decisions. This show is not only entertainment, it is a public service. So instead of saying thank you for joining me this week, I'll say you're welcome. You're welcome for joining me this week. Now, let's jump in and take a look at the leagues. All right, let's start with black and blue. In the black division, we have Miller Time, TDS, tied for first place at 3-1 with Black Dogs Matter, Nose Foam, and the Ninjas right behind them at 2-2, while Todd sits in last place at 1-3. In the blue division, Ryan has a comfortable 2-game lead at 4-0 over Runnin' Late and Polkai, both at 2-2, while Powder, Go Hawk Yourself, and Hawk Yes sit at 1-3. Now, in Beggars and Bitches, we have Beggars division. Dick Insider and Chumbait sit at 3-1 each, tied for first, while Potent Terry's is right behind them at 2-2. Then a three-way tie for last place in that division with America, Team DK, and Kimchi Killers. Now in the Bitches division, Chad sits at 4-0, while Runnin' Late, Swollen, Knuckles Deep, and Belligerence myself are all 2-2, 2 games behind them, with Shit Kickers holding sole possession of last place in that division. Now, this week, for our segment, I thought I'd reach out to some owners and get their opinion on some of the hot takes FSN has about their team. So our segment this week will be a Q&A. Let's jump right into it. All right, let's start with our illustrious Commissioner Brad. FSN reached out to Brad and asked him this. Brad, with Russell Wilson, Alex Collins, Tyler Lockett, and Jason Myers occupying 6 roster spots between your two teams, how confident are you the Seahawks can give you wins down the stretch? To which Brad replied, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say my season's fucked if that's what you vultures are aiming for. Does losing Russell hurt the team? Absolutely. Is our season over? Fuck no. Bring it, bitches. Little bit defensive, Brad. We don't make the news here. We just report it. Sorry. Okay, next we reached out to the Colonel Angus owner, Todd, and asked him this question. Todd, with Cousins outpacing Rodgers in fantasy points, touchdowns, and yardage, have you considered making a switch at quarterback? To which Todd replied, I feel more confident playing Rodgers. He's always been more consistent. Cousins sucked ass last week. Cousins only has 14 more points scored than Rodgers. It's funny you should ask, because I'm thinking about making the switch this week to Cousins against the Lions. I'm sure whoever I started will be the wrong move. And he tacked on at the end, everyone I've played this year has 100 points or higher every fucking week. Which is true. So, alright, Todd, well, we'll have to keep an eye on it and see if you make the switch. Alright, next FSN reached out to team owner Ryan, who is playing my team in black and blue this week. And we asked him, after Thursday night, and with your top 2 running backs likely sidelined with injuries, do you think you still have a chance to remain undefeated on the year? To which Ryan replied, doesn't look good. I traded for a Jets running back, and if Mixon can't play, I get to start Myles Gaskin, averaging a whopping 4 points per week. Seahawks game couldn't have gotten worse. Metcalf goes off against me for 2 touchdowns. They hold Kupp to 0 touchdowns. Stafford gets held to 20 and Seahawks still lose the fucking game. Hashtag fire Ken Norton. My only saving grace for this week is I'm playing against the second lowest scoring team in the league, with my opponent averaging 94 a week. My worst still might beat his best. Well, we'll see how it goes, Ryan, and thanks for the input. So, good luck. Alright, so then we reached out to Zach and asked him this. Which preseason move do you regret more, dropping Mike Williams or trading away Travis Kelce? To which he responded, it's a long season, it's only week 5, talk to me when Mike Williams is still healthy week 10 plus. He also added this voice commentary, which we'll play now.
It's a week 5 media session here with Coach Pfister of the Knuckles Deep franchise. Just wanted to reply about a couple of personnel decisions that have come into question and slight scrutiny among other league members. I've always been told that it's better to get rid of a guy a year too early than a year too late. But hell, what do you guys know?
All right, that's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us. See you again next week, same time, same channel. And as always, good luck, losers.